looking for a TV stand, Bryan and I realized how expensive they really are, even on like Wayfair and Letgo and the Facebook Marketplace. They're pretty expensive. So Bryan went to Home Depot and we just picked out some really nice wood, and we picked up everything to make our own TV stand for about $40. Okay, so we've never heard of this. It's paint grade panel, but we really like the looks, how it's like a bunch of different woods all put together. So we think we're gonna get 2 of these to make our coffee table and probably stain it gray. So now we're just gonna look for some legs.
So basically what we did was we found, these are I think 18 inches wide, so about 1.5 feet wide, 1 inch thick, and they were 8 feet long. If you're making a TV stand, the average length is about 5 to 5.5 feet, so I went right in between there. This is like 5 feet 3 inches, 5 feet 2 inches. So this is gonna be the top, and this long piece on the ground is gonna be the bottom. And then we took the extra remaining, which is about 1.5 feet or 2.5 feet, and that's gonna be the sides. So these were cut off from the ends of these pieces of wood. Basically, we're just gonna make one big rectangle. It's gonna look better than just rectangle, but that's the idea. You only really need to buy 2 big pieces of wood and you can make the whole thing.
I just want to show you guys how beautiful this one is, even before staining. I love it. Oh yes, you're gorgeous.
Let's go over there.
Where?
Just anywhere over here.
So the next thing that we're gonna do is just make sure we sand all of these pieces really well, and then we're gonna stain them. This is the stain we picked. It's wood finish, and our color is classic gray. We're kind of going with like a gray and white theme in the apartment, so this one works perfectly. Yeah, Dom's gonna help me sand and stain, and Bryan's gonna just do a little more cutting and working on a few other projects we have going on. What do you need to do with that middle piece? Do you want to explain that?
Yeah, so the way that this table is going to work is there's going to be 2 pieces on the side and then 1 laying on top, but then we're going to have 1 piece in between the 2 side pieces, so you basically have to take away the width of either side piece and cut it away from the middle. That way it can slide in the middle and not mess up the dimensions basically.
So he's gonna cut this piece just slightly shorter than our top piece for the coffee table. So there's gonna be like the 2 legs, the top piece, and then the one that slides in the center to make a shelf. He just needs to cut 1.5 inches off so it slides in.
Basically.
Hailey has just joined us, and she's gonna be doing all this staining. This is the first coat. All right, so guys, this is after 2 coats of staining. We got, how many more to go? 3 more pieces. 3 more pieces, and then we got the back of that one. So we're getting there. So as you guys can see, we kind of made a big mistake right about... Yeah, that was my fault. I wasted like half the stain because I dropped it. Right there, made a big flipping mistake. Yep,
So, we fixed it. Kind of.
It's better than it was.
So we just poured some acetone on it and kind of brushed it. I can't really see what I'm doing. So it was bad. Now it's just kind of not as bad.
That's a good way of saying it.
That means progress. How do we feel about progress, Hailey? Woo! Woohoo! So we just poured some acetone on it and kind of brushed it. I can't really see what
Okay, so Bryan just finished screwing the side legs in at the top. He put 2 screws on each end, and we figured we can add a 3rd one later. Now we're taking the smaller piece of wood, and we just kind of laid it out where we want it because... Okay, so after all that work, we decided the legs were too long. I like the looks of this a lot better. We just kind of chopped off the legs a little shorter. Bryan's making sure everything's level, but I love it. I think we're gonna put some baskets and plants in there, a TV. It's a lot shorter, but I really like it this way. Bryan says we just need a bigger TV now to make it look bigger.
Oh.
Hello, I'm back again. Again, a little later than expected because we moved all of our stuff to Austin before I actually got a chance to show you the final product. So this is our TV stand that Bryan worked incredibly hard on. All the materials were only $40, so it was cheaper than buying a completely new one. You could probably do it for cheaper too, but the wood we got is really nice and really pretty. We also decided to stain it instead of paint it, so there are a few factors that could help you cheapen it up. I think last in the video, this was actually a really tall TV stand. We didn't like it that way and it was a little more wobbly, so we actually cut the legs down and left about 1.5 inches on the bottom, just underneath, to leave a little gap from the floor, and then the rest of it is a box. The middle was drooping a little bit, so we used some of that leftover from the bottom and put it in the center here. We're really happy with the way it turned out. The color is perfect. We added a lot of white to it to really brighten it up. We're thinking of getting little baskets maybe to put in here to hide some things. Yeah, if you decide to make your own TV stand, whether it's like this one or a little different, please feel free to share it with me on Instagram, which I'll post down below. I would love to see what you did, and have a great day.